Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Hi, my name is Emerald Hill, and this is where I review what I eat in a day as a fat girl. As a former fat girl, I've lost over 100 pounds. Today, it's a little bit different because we are celebrating over 300 subscribers. Oh my god! Thank you so much everyone for tuning in and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for helping me creep it real, because we're creeping it real. Don't you love how on this t-shirt they made the little one, the tiny Canadian toque guy? Fool of a toque? For the Lord of the Rings fans out there, this one is a spooky one. Also, this is special makeup to reinforce how special this is and how spooky this is, because these look like spiders, don't they? Anyway, this is a spooky one. We have a person that I found on TikTok who is kind of controversial. I think whenever you talk about weight loss, it feels like you're walking on eggshells, because the majority of the time, there's a lot of emotion that goes into it. A lot of people, you know, feel very close to when you talk about your body or their body or any kind of weight in general, or weight loss in general, or weight gain in general, or doing anything with your body in general, because it's tied to a lot of people's self-worth, what their body looks like, how it's being talked about, how people who look similar to them are being talked about. So I thought we would just dive right into this creator who goes by MarySmith_2 on TikTok. Let's take a look.
You might be fat with a good heart, beautiful soul, amazing person, but you're still fat.
You might be a beautiful person with a good soul. You might go to shelters and help people. You might give people the shirt off of your own back. You might stop traffic to save a puppy. You might have your final days planned that you will go to Mexico and buy up a bunch of firearms and take them to the cartel to end sex trafficking and drug trafficking rings, but you're still fat.
And you might be amazing for everybody else, but I can tell you not be amazing for yourself.
That stare though, that's hilarious. Be amazing for yourself. No judgment at all.
Looks is health, is discipline, is self-love, self-respect, progress. And the reason so many people get mad, it's because there's something you cannot hide. Awareness are the first step for changing.
I can tell that she wants to be motivational. She wants to help people find their passion and their why as to getting themselves into a place where they feel better about themselves. I kind of see what she's saying. So she's saying, like, even if you have all of these other things in check, you have a really great job, you're really friendly to people, people think you're amazing, you still have something that you want to work on and that other people can tell that you still have to work on. And she's combining it with character judgments, right? When you're smaller, you're disciplined, you have self-respect, and when you're fat, what she's saying is that you don't have those things. And I can see why people would get very upset, but I can also see why she would say that these things are motivational. Also, that is the most adorable dress ever. Regardless of what she has to say, I want that dress. Send it to me in my size.
You're still fat.
Do yourself a favor. This exercise is gonna change your life.
Ooh, so we have a new exercise that's gonna change our life. What do you think it is?
You see? Keep your mouth closed. Talk less, eat less. You're gonna see a lot of problem you're gonna prevent from. Stop oversharing, over-explaining, over-talking. Just keep your mouth closed. Open your mouth less to eat. Gonna look good, gonna have less problem. The less people know about you, less probably gonna have.
First of all, that's a hilarious joke. There's a new exercise that's gonna work out so well for you. It's... There's been similar jokes, you know. There's a new exercise for you. Put down the fork. Pick it up and put it down. Don't pick it up again, just leave it there. That's really funny. I think that that's really funny. But it's interesting that she actually tied in closing your mouth with stop eating, but also stop gossiping, stop talking about other people, stop telling people your intentions, just focus on yourself. It really sounds like so far this person is very intent on keeping to yourself and having goals for yourself. I guess having self-awareness in that way. What I have to say about that is that, number one, it is very true that when it comes to weight loss, it's more important about nutrition than it ever will be about exercise. exercise. So that's just like, to me, a funny way to say that. Close your mouth, stop gossiping, stop involving yourself in things that don't matter, so to speak, social situations that don't bump you up and aren't positive. I think that's a really interesting thing to say. And it ties into, I think, like a former trend that was happening. Disappear for 6 months and come back and see what people have to say about you. Maybe the trend of disappear for 6 months and work really hard on yourself and come back, that's kind of like a dream. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just remove yourself from the everyday life that you have. You can remove yourself from negative people and negative situations that you have that control over, which is really good. What she's saying, I think, is don't even engage in it, which is really good advice. Don't engage in really bad behavior or negative behavior or gossiping, because that is very negative and does not help the way that you look at yourself or the way that you look at other people. The way that she's saying it can be very triggering, because it feels like everything that she's saying so far has more of like a character judgment than it does you're just not doing things the way that is actually helpful to your goal. It's actually more about your character and what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do, and how you're willing to present yourself and how you're not. But let's see what else.
Hey, what are you doing sitting there? Get up. You really think you're in a position to listen to your feelings? I'm tired, Maddie. It's cold. I don't feel like it. You really think you're in a position to listen to your feeling? Oh, you think you are? I want you to go to the mirror right now, remove all your clothes, and look yourself. Look yourself naked and tell me if you're in a position to listen to your feelings. I don't think so. So get up. Let's go for a walk. Come on.
Wow! What do I want to say about that? I think I really liked the first part. I really liked the first part of that movie. I didn't like the ending so much. It's so interesting when you look at motivation and what kind of constitutes as helpful in that way. There's positive reinforcement and encouragement, right? Come on, let's go. You can do it. Wow, you did that thing really well. Wow, you didn't really do that very well, but you tried, and that's fantastic. And then on the other side of motivation, there's tough love. Come on, you could have done better and you know it. Come on, you really think that you can be in that position? Well, you can't, and you know it. Both of them have the intention of being encouraging, and encouraging the sense of having some sense of control, and the fact that you can actually do what you want to do and whatever you set out to do. One feels a little better than the other. But that doesn't mean that the other isn't important or helpful. Some people respond to the other as really helpful, and they actually really like being told, like, you're not doing that great right now, and you could be doing better. Come on, let's do it. Come on. But on the other side of that, I see where she's going for. She's going for that tough love. The other side of tough love is shame. She's shaming that person. She's using shame as something that will be the motivator. Well, get up then and go and look in the mirror, and you tell me if you want to get back to bed or if you want to go on a walk. The problem that I have with that is that what she's saying is that you shouldn't be listening to your emotions right now. But then she's saying, go and create the emotion of shame, and that will motivate you. And the truth is that she got the first part right. You shouldn't be listening to your emotions right now because they're not helpful. You need to be looking at logic and facts. Logically, you want to get to that goal and you only have this amount of time to do it. What's going to be helpful? Getting up earlier and going for that walk earlier so that you can feel like, you know what? I just got it out of the way and I feel really good throughout the day. Motivating somebody through saying, I want you to go look at yourself and I want you to feel really, really, really bad and use that negative reinforcement to get the job done. It contradicts what the original point was, which was don't listen to your emotions. So I agree, yeah, don't listen to your emotions. You set out something that you said you were going to do, get up and do it. That's it. For the discipline, for the fact that you said that you were going to do something and now you're actually going to do it, for the fact that you're building your self-esteem based on things that you've already done and experiences that you've lived through, not the feeling of, yeah, I felt awesome, or the condition that you have to feel perfect in order to get the job done. You don't. You can feel like crap and get the job done. But that doesn't mean that you have to go out of your way to make yourself feel even more crappy to motivate yourself to get the job done more. Sorry, one ton of spiel, but yeah.
To be obese, to wake up. When you realize you're in the wrong train, what do? Get out as soon as possible.
Even if the people be like, yeah, let's go, this ride is fun, this destination is so fun, and we had a lot of fun, you'd be like, no, that's not where I'm going. Get out of this train right now. First you get out mentally, then your body follow you. And don't believe how the people be like, yeah, let's stay here in this train, it's so funny. Say, no, thank you, that's not where I'm going. It's not my destination. I deserve better. Don't wait for January. Build discipline before the holidays ruin your progress.
Oh, okay.
Kiwi with the skin. It's more nutrition. This is the golden kiwi.
Alright, that was weird. That creeped me out at the end. She is creeping it real. Hey, way to go, Mary Smith. Well, I got a little distracted by the second part there. First part was don't stay on the same train. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that that's a really good point about the culture that you're in, or the culture of your friends, or the dynamic of your friends, I should say, actually. Here in Port Stanley, we have a little joke which goes, they say that Port Stanley is a fishing village with a drinking problem. But I like to say Port Stanley is a drinking village with a fishing problem. I've heard that joke like 800 times. But anyway, the culture here in Port Stanley is very much surrounding drinking and eating out, kinda, at these like little takeaway restaurants that we have down here. You know, just like chips. A lot of people down here just love potato chips. I know that sounds weird. How did you get from going out fast food to potato chips? But anytime that you go to a party down here or a get together in any kind of way, there's potato chips. It is shockingly hard to get out of it. When I was a kid, I used to think that if you were an alcoholic, or if you had, even as like an obese kid that struggled with not eating, if you were an adult, you could just say no, and other adults respected you because they're adults now, and they don't push and pressure you into doing it. It's so not true. Now that I'm an adult, and I've kind of gotten away from that drinking culture, it is amazing to me the pressure that's there to drink, because everybody else is drinking. So if you're not drinking, it's kind of like you're not participating and you're not having fun with everyone else. Other people feel uncomfortable because then they feel like, oh, well, if you're not drinking, then I shouldn't be drinking, but they're all there to drink. So now they feel weird about it, and you're obviously feeling bad and weird about it. It's just interesting. What she's saying is that just hop off of the train. Don't do that. But sometimes it's a lot more complicated than that, because if you live down here in Port Stanley and your whole family is into drinking and eating, and you're the only one that's like, oh, I want to hop off of this train, well, you're basically asking that person to not hang out with those people. That kind of goes into a lot more of a deeper issue into, you know, with family dynamics, and even further into childhood obesity, and learning about those things and how to be supportive to each other. I understand what she's saying, like, you don't have to do those things. You have self-will, you have self-control, you can make those choices for yourself. But sometimes it's not as easy peasy is what she says. It's not as easy as having a cup of tea and a little bit of K-Way on the side.
Stop waiting to feel motivated. You don't need a motivation. You need identity. Discipline. That's what you need.
We need a fork. Put down the fork. Or in this case, pick one up, for God's sake. I'm just kidding. Everybody eats with their fingers sometime.
This is so good. So good.
Did you see the amount of salt? Honey, you're not skinny. You're thirsty. I'm just kidding, of course. But that was a lot of salt that went on everything. I'm waiting for her face to say, oh, I put too much salt on that.
So good.
Expand on the discipline thing.
Wow. Wow. Do you know why? Motivation fades. Identity does. If you ever have
The most helpful and interesting point was washed away with that salty, salty beet juice. Discipline is an identity trait, and it's also a skill that you can build. The biggest turning point that I had with my weight loss journey was when I really just identified with the fact that I am the person that eats this food now. I was that person that ate that food before, but now these things, discipline, getting up and doing it, not feeling like food controls me, all of those things, I really had to say, work every single day towards becoming that person. So I really agree that that was a really great piece of information. I just think that I got a little blinded by that amount of salt. I don't know.
ever have seen me getting fat, unhealthy, and didn't say any word? Please don't say any word now that I'm getting healthy, skinny, feeling good. Don't be like, wow, you look too skinny. Are you eating enough? Yeah. You quiet when I was punish myself, when I was damage my health. Stay quiet now as well. Don't say, oh my God, you're so restricted. You're not gonna eat the bread? You're so restricted. Oh, you don't want the dessert? You're so restricted. If you cannot have discipline and self-control, self-love, that's your problem, because I do. When I'm committed to something, I don't know how to do a little bit. Or I do my 100%, or I do 0. That's why I don't accept anybody tell anything about my body. Unless you are a doctor that I go and pay for to listen to your opinion, I don't want to hear. When I was getting fat, nobody ever told me. Even the friends, I was like, oh my God, I'm gaining weight, I feel big. They're like, oh my God, you look so beautiful. You always look so beautiful. That now, and I'm feeling my best, really focus on take care of my health.
That's a really interesting point, and I want to really hone in on what she said about my friends would tell me I look so beautiful even though I was gaining weight. And that's kind of been a trend, is that women are kind of being criticized for not being honest and truthful. And you can really see that on this video, the Jubilee thing with Greg Doucette and Fit and Fresh Man. They kept saying like women just bump each other up, like they're not honest with each other. All they do is say, you're so gorgeous, you're so great, and they don't actually say like, oh, you need to work on these things. When I think about that, yeah, that can have a lot of downsides, that can have a lot of negatives. Perhaps it is dishonest, perhaps, but at the same time, like, do you really want everyone to just bluntly say what they think you should be hearing? Don't you think that that would be just incredibly kind of like blunt and sort of controlling sort of society? I think that inherently women are very supportive creatures. I don't want to get into like gender stereotypes and all that jazz, but when I think of people who say you're beautiful, you're doing really great, I hear people who want to be supportive of you and who want you to feel really good because they're looking at you and they're thinking perhaps maybe you don't feel that good. As much as it is that I absolutely 100% relate to this, I've had people that say, oh, but don't you think you're getting kind of too thin? No, never. It's never gonna happen. It's so important to just listen to yourself and listen to what you want and for you to look in the mirror and to try to be as honest and logical as possible. Like, I'm a normal, healthy weight. Could I stand to build muscle? Could I stand to lose a little bit of fat? Could I stand to just do more cardio? Could I stand to not even care about the way that I look right now and just focus on my physical health? Yeah, all of those other things. Like, do I really want to make these choices? You don't have to listen to other people. And that's the same if they're giving you compliments. You don't have to listen to people. There's so much outside noise that is constant. And the reason why you get all of these different things, oh, you're perfect perfect the way you are. Don't you think you're getting too skinny? Don't you think you're getting kind of too fat? Why are you doing that? Shouldn't you be doing this and that and that and this? It's because it's their problem. It's what they're projecting onto you. You don't have to live everybody else's life. You can live yours. And that's really great that I think that she's found that place. I think it's just about accepting the fact that people are annoying sometimes. I'm sorry. I love all of you. 314 people. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. I love talking to you guys. It's just that, you know, maybe I'll say some stuff that you guys don't like, and maybe you guys will comment some stuff that maybe I don't like. But at the end of the day, we're all living our own lives, and that's awesome. Get over it. I'm just kidding.
For my health, number one, it's bothering people. People getting triggered. People are weird.
That's true too. People are very weird, including myself. But the other thing about it is too, when weight loss occurs, no matter if you're 400 pounds going to 200 pounds, or you're 200 pounds going to 150, or you're 150 going down, whatever, whenever you lose weight and it starts to become noticeable, sometimes people will react as if you are getting ill. And the reason is because a sign of illness is losing weight. So it's sort of almost like a natural instinct to be concerned for someone, even though it might be really beneficial to them to lose weight. That's something that even I got. I was on the cusp of being overweight. Like, I'm on the cusp of being overweight. I'm still technically obese. And sometimes people would have, say to me like, but don't you think you're losing too much? Are you kidding? And you know what? It is really frustrating because like you can look at yourself and you can see I'm not small. Like, I'm not tiny. Like, maybe that's not even my goal, but why would you say that to me? You know what I mean? Like, why would you say that? Why? I totally understand where she's coming from. I get it. What I wanted to say about this person is she's been through her own weight loss journey. And I think that that's really important when listening to the things that she has to say, listening to the things that she's using as motivation and all that stuff, or what you should be using as motivation. And it really sounds like, aren't you coming from a place of rock bottom? Don't you feel this terrible way? Don't you look at yourself in this light through this lens? And the truth is that you don't have to look at yourself through that light or that lens. That is how she looks at herself. That is the lens that she looked at herself when she was trying to get to her goal. That is the lens that keeps her in line right now. That's not to say that that's bad or good. That's what she's doing to live her life right now. The intention is to reach out to other people because she was probably at rock bottom or feeling that way, to get them out of rock bottom or to get them out of feeling that way. And this is probably the only way that she knows how, which is to demonstrate how she would talk to herself. Go and look at the mirror and feel shame, and then go for a walk in the freezing cold. That might work for some people. It wouldn't really work for me because it didn't. I know what it's like to look in the mirror and to try to use all of those negative thoughts and feelings as motivation to do the things that I thought was helpful. But the truth is that nothing is more helpful than just accepting that, yeah, you're gonna have to eat at a calorie deficit and you're gonna have to move your body more. And it is now who you are. It is now a part of your everyday life. There is no feelings about it. There is no good or bad. There is no which way or what what it will, blah, blah, blah. Eat less, move more. It's a part of you now. And you feel okay about it because it's not hurting you. It's not bad for you. If it's really, really, really inconvenient, know that everybody should be doing this and everybody is struggling to get it in. You're a part of everybody and you're your own individual, so you can make it work. You're okay. I believe in you. I think that this woman believes in you too. And overall, everybody just wants the best for you. I love you. I hope you love me. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, touch the bell icon notification. Tell me if this was good or bad, or I should just stick to reviewing my fellow fat people. Alright, bye for now.
You're a fat girl, and you've gone too far, and you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on your fat girl, honey. You can rely on your fat girl, honey. You're a fat girl, and you got too far, and you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on your fat girl, honey. You can rely on your fat girl, honey. Woo!